Hello, I'm Quinn, and this is Using Social Media as a Business, Everything You Need to Know. The aims of this presentation are, I'm going to show you how to interact with customers, promote your business, target an audience, analyze audience profiles, attract customers, looking at different content types. We're going to be talking about potential risks of social media, how to prevent those risks, hopefully, creating engaging content, and we're going to introduce some keywords. Now, what is social media? Websites and applications that allow users to create and share content and allow users to participate in social networking. Anything that can do all of those is a social media platform. Now, there are many different social media platforms. Some are more effective than others from a business perspective. Examples of social media platforms are Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. How to use social media. Now, we're going to talk about how to target a specific audience. On some social media platforms, it's quite simple. You create some adverts, you tell the platform that you have these adverts, and it will aim them at people with similar interests to what your adverts are tagged as. So, for example, if you run a bike company, anybody who's liked cycling pages will see those adverts. Alternatively, there are many additional tools you can use in conjunction with a social media platform. This will allow you to see what kind of people are viewing your content, what content was most popular, so you continue to make it in that sort of way to attract similar kinds of people. For example, if you made an advert with cats, majority of people watched it were aged 12 to 18 and your target audience was 12 to 18, you had to keep making adverts like that one. However, let's say that your intended target audience wasn't watching the advert, you would know that your style of advertising wasn't correct for that age range or gender, etc., and you would know to change it until you were getting the results you wanted, having the people you wanted to watch your content, watching your content. Example of this is if you're trying to advertise to young girls and you made the adverts stereotypically everything that young girls aren't interested in, then most likely you're going to attract the wrong audience. But by using the tools to see that you are attracting the wrong audience, you will know to change your adverts to suit your target audience better. How can you use social media to promote your business? There are several ways to do this, but using keywords and hashtags effectively is quite an important one. Now, keywords are things that people are going to search for. So if you have a long phrase as your main word, then probably not going to come up because you have to be very specific to find phrases. But you just put delicious food, restaurant, diner as individual words somewhere in your post. When somebody searches for a delicious food restaurant, if your caption on your image or your video has all those words in, it's going to be placed near the top by the search algorithms in most social media platforms. Now, hashtags are just like keywords, but with links built in. If somebody clicks on a hashtag on any post, it will show them all the posts of that hashtags. So you can see that a hashtag is trending, maybe hashtag St. Patrick's Day or something like that. Then you can put that hashtag in your posts, and anybody that clicks anything to do with that hashtag will see your post as well as everybody else's. This means you can attract a lot of random followers through this. Now, the issue with this is they might not be your target audience, so I'd say it's always better to use hashtags that fit with your theme. Essentially, if you're a bike company, don't do hashtag swimwear. You could do hashtag sports, where that's trending on one day. Or you should always check what the hashtag is used for, because sometimes they might look like they mean one thing, but realistically they're part of something else that has nothing to do with what you want. Using social media to promote your business again. So I'm going to talk about interacting with customers. It's easy to create ways to interact with followers for a social media page. Having a lot of interaction will make people favor your page over other pages. There are quite a few ways to do this. One way I would say is pretty good is using a survey where you get people to vote on something. So the example I've stated here is if you used an ice cream company, you could release a survey wondering about which flavour people want to see next. Now, if you turn that into an almost competition, you could say, do you want strawberry or peanut butter ice cream next? Only one can win. Then, if somebody wanted strawberry to win, they might send that post to everybody else who likes strawberry things. Be like, hey, vote for the strawberry flavour. This way, more people seeing your post. It's getting a lot of reach within social media. So these can be highly effective, especially if you put quite a short time limit on. There'll be a sense of urgency. Not only that, you'll find out which flavor is going to be the most popular, meaning you'll sell more of your product. And your customers will feel valued, their opinions feel valued. If you ask them what they think, they're going to think this company cares about its customers, and that's great. Another good way to interact with customers is to post user-generated content. So, for example, this GoPro post here, this is a picture that a GoPro user has taken and he has sent in to their company. They've said that this picture shows our product working well. Not only that, it's something one of our customers has sent in. If we use this piece of content on our page, it will seem like we listen to customer feedback. That's great. Not only that, if you credit the person who took the picture, they're going to see that they're being appreciated. Not only that, they'll probably even share the post to show their friends. Their favorite company has put them on their page, and that's great. And equally, on top of that, as you can see in the post, lots of good comments. She loves dogs, lots of laughter, lots of aweing, tagging people, as you can see there. It shows that it's an effective way to attract more people to your page. Now, creating interesting adverts on social media is paramount to your success. Post long paragraphs, people will be less likely to read the whole thing and most likely just scroll past it. Short slogans, eye-catching pictures, and videos, all great. People are more likely to watch a video that lasts a minute rather than read something that would take a minute to read. A lot of people these days, they see reasonable paragraphs, they skip past it. You know, if they're trying to do something else at the same time, a video going on in the background that speaks to them is much better for that. Now, slogans are great because they become your keywords essentially. So McDonald's have "I'm loving it." Somebody searches "I'm loving it," McDonald's is going to come up. If you can get a popular slogan going, that's great. Equally, slogans easy to remember. People think, "Oh, what was that company's name?" If your name is particularly catchy, I don't remember it, but I do remember their slogan was "I dig it," and they'll search that. Your company will come up on social media as long as you put it in a lot of your posts. Pictures, they're great as well. If somebody is only half concentrating on their phone or laptop and is quickly scrolling at something, will have to catch their eye. Good picture. Something bright, colourful maybe, something that contrasts to white background of social media pages. That's great. They'll see it, they'll catch their eye, and they'll stop to look at it. Now, once somebody sees your advert, you need to make them share it, or comment on it, or like it, so that more people can see it. And making your adverts inspiring or good topics of conversation will help. So if you post an inspiring quote on your page, people might be inspired by that and decide to share it to try and get other people to feel inspired. A good topics of conversation. This post here says, "Who says princesses need saving?" Essentially talking about how girls can be whatever they want to be. This is a good topic of conversation. They ask a question, they want some sort of response, and that's great. If people comment on your post a lot, then it'll get shared around more, you'll gain more reach, more followers. Although this post from Dove didn't do so well, but that is due to another advert they posted. Otherwise, this would have been great. It's got a hashtag, it's tagged a big page, it would have attracted a lot of attention. Encourage people to follow your account. It's crucial that you make the people see your adverts actually follow your account, so they can see all future content posted or shared by that account. There are a few ways to do this, but I think competitions are the best way to do this, honestly. Lots of people love the opportunity to win free things. If you make the way to enter said competition to like, share, and comment, or maybe tag a friend on the post, then it's going to gain a lot more reach, and they're going to feel like they're not losing out. They're like, "Oh, I have a chance to win, and all I have to do is click the share button. That's easy. Doesn't take them any effort, and it gets you more shares, which in turn will get you more followers. All you have to do is hand out a simple prize." Now, this post here, it does something very good. It tells people to like their page, like and share the post. That's great. One thing it doesn't do well is the reward. Now, food rewards aren't great because social media is a global thing. You don't know where they're coming from when they like and share your post if you pick their name out, and you might have to send it to them. And now, if it gets there and it's a bit old, maybe it's a bit stale, they might complain about the quality of your food, complain about the reward, and this will reflect badly on you as a company. I would always say maybe vouchers, money prizes, holidays if you're a big company, etc. Really good ones. Now, again, another way to encourage people to follow and like you is to make your posts funny or touching. Lots of people are going to like posts they find funny on social media. I do it all the time. I see something that makes me laugh, I give it a like. I show other people stuff that I find funny. A great example of touching adverts are the John Lewis Christmas adverts. They tell a short amount of story to advertise their store, and they're always shared around Christmas time. Analyzing audience profiles. Some social media platforms I see what kind of people are viewing your content, their age, gender, etc. You could use this information to see if your ads are reaching the correct people, as I said earlier. If not, you can always adapt them. If they are reaching the right people, you can continue to produce similar ads. Now, if a social media platform doesn't have this feature, it's most likely that someone has developed a tool that will work this information out for you. Examples are Facebook Insights, Follow Me, Sprout Social, or many others if you just search social media tools. Now, different content types. Let's cover here. Now, user-generated content, as I mentioned earlier, is great for interacting with customers. Posting this has great reach on social media because when your followers send something in, all their followers are going to see it if they choose to share it when you post on your page, which they most likely will, because they want to show off that they've been picked as somebody who's, a good photographer, for example, in the GoPro example, things like that. Now, Instagram is being used for user-generated content a lot, as it is image-based. So uploading images and crediting the user who sent it in is quick and easy, so it's one of the key features in Instagram. This is possible on Facebook and Twitter, but Instagram specializes it. Equally, Facebook users might expect more videos or text-based things, or maybe VR content, whereas a lot of the content on Instagram is just images, so they won't feel disappointed by an image advert. Live streams. Facebook's live streams are becoming more and more popular. They're easy to do, and you can choose to make them available after the stream, meaning that people who weren't there at the time can always go back and view it. Or you cannot do that, but we'll talk about that later. Now, viewers of the stream can see the comment section, what you type in it, what other people type in it. So as you're talking about something on stream, you can post a link in the comments, and you can say to the people, "Oh, click on the link in the comments now to see this limited time offer." Now the viewers most likely don't want to miss out, so they'll click the link, see what the offer is, and if you're lucky, they'll buy something. If not, it doesn't matter, you had an opportunity. A good reason to do this is if they just hear an advert on the radio or the TV, they have to search the internet to find the page. This makes it quick and easy for potential customers to reach the page. If you just give them the link, all they have to do, one simple click, done. They can go to your page and see your content and your products and services. Now, Walker's live streamed the final few hours voting about which crisp flavors they should keep. They hosted a competition at the same time, which could only be entered whilst the live stream was on. This compelled people to watch the stream and type their hashtag in the comments. The hashtag is choose or lose, which spread the stream to all their friends, meaning the live stream got a lot of attention. 45,000 views at the time. Oh, 46,000 views, I mean. This timed pressure on viewers to comment is highly effective. It gets a lot of reach on your stream, therefore I would say Walkers did a good job of using live streams content type. Technically, you could stream and not let it available afterwards, meaning if people want to see what was happening, they'd have to watch it right now. Otherwise, they might miss something. Now, you lose all the people that aren't available at that time, but you can always stream at a peak social media time, which is you can find that on the internet, or by using a tool. But equally, anybody that does watch you is less likely to leave halfway through, as they don't want to miss anything. Images. Images can be an effective way to attract attention to some text. On social media, isn't just a good idea to just post text unless you're on Twitter, which is mostly just short text updates. A bright eye-catching image will make the user stop to see what images fall. You can caption the image with an advertisement, not better yet. Just make the image you post a virtual poster which advertises your product and services. Reasoning for this is many social media users browse using a mobile device, like a phone or a tablet, and tend to quickly scroll through their newsfeed when they get some spare time. They have the time to look at every post just the ones that catch their eye. Now, videos are commonly posted on Facebook, and they are a very effective form of advertising. They have to be long, show a lot of information about a product. They have to be long to show a lot of information about a product, and they can have audio so the user can just listen to it if they're doing something else at the same time. Equally, if somebody sees a large block of text, they probably won't read it. However, if a video has somebody read it to them, they are more likely to see what your advert has to say. This video here is good and bad. First of all, why it's good. It's not too long, only 1 minute 35 seconds, not that long. Reasonably informative about the product. The opening scene has a large font asking the question, so what is Destiny 2? This is good as it makes the viewer think about what it could be about before telling them it. The caption, however, isn't that great. Opening up with, so you're new to Destiny 2, kind of directs it at people that already know what the game is. If it said something like, are you looking for an action shooter, which is the genre that it mentions at the end, it would instantly appeal to a lot more people. Like I said earlier, if you're quickly scrolling through, you might only read the first few words. You see, so you're new to Destiny 2, you think, I don't know what Destiny 2 is, I'm not new to it, I'm not interested in that, because I don't know what it is. You'll carry on scrolling. If you see, are you looking for a new action shooter? One, you're open for a question, but it's a bit more of an open question, because a lot more people play action shooters in general than play Destiny 2 specifically, which is, much better. Equally, it's still targeting the same audience, it's just a bit wider, but it's still the same people that are likely to buy that product. Now, which is the best? Personally, I'd say videos are the best. They can say a lot in a short amount of time. They can actually show a product in action. They're easy to upload on social media, depending which one you're using. They might actually be more effective than other media types. Instagram videos get 2 times the engagement of photos than any other social media platform. Videos are also allowed to be uploaded on most social media platforms, so that's great. You can upload them on anything. However, there are downsides to videos compared to live streams. There is no sense of urgency to watch that video. If your video doesn't have any interesting thumbnail, you might not notice. So a lot of videos have a black screen and they fade in, but if you just see a black box, you might not be that interested. And depending on your target audience, people might not want to watch a video due to data usage. If you target people that spend a lot of time outside, or they travel long distances, maybe they commute a long journey or whatever, you only have limited mobile data. You might not want to watch a whole video and use up lots of that data. But to avoid ads being ignored, you can caption them with a link to a website that they can click on and go to later when they have a more stable internet connection. Alternatively, you can just have the key points in the caption so they can read it quickly and easily. Now, which social media platform is the best? This is mostly opinion, so I'm just going to give you the advantages and the disadvantages, in my opinion, a couple of statistics you might want to know. So Facebook is easy to use. Hashtags and keywords can be searched for, has no character limit, can upload videos up to 45 minutes, and photos. Unless of course you live stream, and they can be much longer that way, and reach lots of people quickly. Disadvantages, people can use your keywords and hashtags when they complain. So if your hashtag is hashtag Quinn's Quality Pizza, and somebody puts hashtag Quinn's Quality Pizza is a fraud, it's actually awful, then when somebody clicks your hashtag, they're going to see that post as well, and they're going to be put off the pizza, and that's not going to be good. Location data on your Facebook along with your email. You could get attacked by a phishing scam, so somebody could send an email and an employee might click on it, and it might be a phishing scam, and you might get a virus or something, or there could be potentially a real life break-in if you've got lots of location data on your page. Any post made by a rogue employee or if somebody hacks into the account would reach everyone just as quickly as any post you post legitimately. Now, Facebook statistics. 53% of the users are female and 47% are male. A large percent of 18 to 44-year-olds check Facebook when they wake up. The exact number is 48%. Now, the total number of monthly active users is 2.01 billion, which is a large amount of the population, right? Now, the link to where I found this information is at the bottom of the screen, in case you want to check any more facts. Instagram, disadvantages are that the character limit is quite high, meaning you can say everything you need to. You can post images and videos, it's easy to use. The disadvantages are you can only post text with image, which means you have to spend more money on artists and photographers unless you don't mind posting the same image again and again. Or you could use user-generated content. It doesn't have as many users as Facebook or Twitter, unfortunately. total number of monthly active Instagram users is 700 million, which is a lot less than Facebook, as I've already mentioned, but equally certain content types do better on Instagram than Facebook. 68% of users are females, so if you want to target females, it might be good to use Instagram because it's a higher percentage of females, but there are a lot less overall. And as I've mentioned earlier, Instagram videos get 2 times the engagement of photos that any other social media platform gets. And again, information, I will link to it, is at the bottom of the page. Twitter. Advantages, and it's easy to use, good for posting short but regular updates to followers, text-based ones. It has a character limit of 140, so is it changing in an update coming later, potentially already out, to a 280 character limit, which isn't great, but it's much better, but it isn't used by as many people as Facebook. So the total number of monthly active Twitter users is 328 million. 24% of all internet male users use Twitter, whereas 21% of all the internet's female users use Twitter. So there's a high percentage of guys on Twitter, but there are less guys overall than on Facebook. Now, the number of Twitter timeline views in 2014 is 200 billion. Your post could easily be on anybody's timeline. And a link to the information is found at the bottom. My opinion of which is the best. In my opinion, Facebook is the best. It works with many different content types, it's easy to use. It's a mobile and desktop version. There are many demographic tools that work with it, which are great for businesses. There are also more Facebook users than any other social media platform users. However, depending on your choice of content type, it might be better to use a different platform. As previously mentioned, Instagram videos get 2 times the engagement of photos that any other social media platform gets. So if you only release video adverts, then it might be better to use Instagram. And if you really like short, regular text updates, then Twitter would be good. But again, all of this possible on Facebook, which is why I think it's great. It's so versatile, which is really good if you're a business. If you have the people and the time to manage it all, you could, in theory, have social media pages on multiple platforms, which many big companies do. So you can get the best of each platform in order to increase the amount of people you reach. I say starting with one account is much better for a small business though. The potential risks of social media and how to avoid them. What are the risks? Although I've just told you everything about how great social media is, how you can track all these customers and followers, and you can use their content, and it's amazing, it is definitely a double-edged sword if you're not careful. It can be devastating and can have the complete opposite effect from what you want. First is getting hacked. Once a hacker is into your account, they can post things that will put customers off, or they could post things that aren't true, and it will make people not like you anymore, perhaps. Or they might question your security if you're some sort of maybe banking company or something else like that. It has a lot of client data. An employee taking revenge and using their account access to show the company in a bad light. If somebody gets fired and they don't believe it was just, they can put up posts saying how, oh, this company fires people for no reason, etc. There was a small scandal a while ago of this woman who got fired from a company, and her husband put a post on the company's page saying how she was fired for no reason, and a lot of people started hashtag saying hashtag why did you fire her or something similar, and it had quite a negative effect on that company. An employee being irresponsible or perhaps drunk and posting without thinking of the consequences on the company account. They've gone on a night out, they have access to the account, and they don't think about it and they just post anything. Alright? This could be bad because it may make you look like you have out of control employees, you don't control them well enough, and equally they might question who you give access to your company data and accounts, which wouldn't look good on you. Blackmail. An employee could be forced into making the company look bad. Perhaps, but one time they were on a night out, they posted the pictures they shouldn't have. Somebody has those pictures, they took it down later, so you didn't know about it, but those pictures have been found, they could be released, forcing the employee to do something they don't really want to. Now, people using your hashtags and keywords against you. So they put, I don't know, hashtag I'm loving it when they want to make a complaint about McDonald's, and suddenly anybody that searches that is going to find that complaint and could be cut off. How to protect yourself from these risks? Only give access to the account to the most loyal and trustworthy employees who don't have embarrassing content on their social media pages or just a bad history. Treat your employees well so they have no reason to turn on you. Change the account details if you ever have to fire someone who would have previously had access. Let's say you give access to an account to somebody, they do something bad, you fire them, but they don't feel like they were in the wrong. They might want to take revenge. Just don't allow that to happen. Make sure they can't get back into the account. Make sure that the company account is only used for posting and not viewing content. Employees could click a link on a post or on a direct message to the company. It contained a virus, and that could let a hacker in maybe, or something else bad could happen, and that's just not good for you. Especially if you've got a lot of confidential data, it could be leaked or stolen, which would definitely look bad for you. It's hard to please everybody, so there's always going to be complaints, but just make sure to try not to insult a particular person or group of people, and that way there'll be fewer reasons to make complaints towards your company, and there'll be less of them showing up on social media. Is all. I hope you've enjoyed. Here are the links where I found the images that I have used in this PowerPoint, and goodbye.